All right, today we're going to talk about what is, without a doubt, the single most important decision you can make for your financial future, and that is asset allocation. Think of it like the architectural blueprint that's going to determine whether your wealth actually grows or if it just stagnates. So, let's dive right in.
So, let me just start by asking you a really direct question. I want you to think about this. Is that money that you've worked so hard for, the money sitting in your savings account, is it actually losing value this very second?
Well, for most of us, the answer is a big, resounding yes. This number here, this is inflation. It's kind of like a silent thief that's creeping in and making everything from your coffee in the morning to your rent just a little more expensive. See, every single day your money isn't actively working for you, it's actually shrinking. And that brings us to a really crucial point. You know, a savings account feels safe, right? It feels secure. But when you're up against inflation, it's kind of like bringing a tent to a hurricane. Yeah, it offers a little bit of shelter, but it's just not going to be strong enough to protect your wealth over the long haul. And this is the key takeaway right here. In the world we live in today, just saving your money is pretty much a guaranteed way to fall behind financially. To build real, lasting wealth, you've got to shift your mindset from being just a saver to being an active investor. It's not optional anymore. Okay, so if saving isn't the answer, what is? How do we actually fight back against this silent thief of inflation? Well, the answer is investing. So let's get into the 4 main building materials you have at your disposal to construct a portfolio that doesn't just protect your wealth, but actually grows it. So when you open up that investment toolkit, you're going to find 4 main players. Each one of these has its own unique purpose, its own risk profile, and its own potential for reward. And the real secret, the key to success, is knowing which tool is right for which job. First up, we've got fixed income. Think of these as the solid, dependable bricks of your financial house. This is stuff like government and corporate bonds, where you're basically lending your money to an organization, and they pay you interest for it. They're super stable, really predictable, but, and this is a big but, their returns are often so low they can barely keep up with inflation. All right, next up is real estate. This is like pouring a solid concrete foundation for your wealth. It's a real, tangible asset. You can literally see it and touch it, and it can generate rental income. But, you know, it's not a walk in the park. You need a big chunk of cash to get started, and your money is tied up, so it's not something you can just sell tomorrow if you need the cash. Then we have things like gold and silver, you know, commodities. Now, I want you to think of these as the storm shelter for your portfolio. They're not there to build the house, they're there to protect it when things get crazy in the economy. They're a great hedge, but they don't produce any income on their own, so they won't build your wealth by themselves. And last, but definitely not least, we have equity. We're talking stocks. This is the steel frame of your financial skyscraper. This is what gives you the potential to build serious, life-changing wealth over the long term. But, and you knew there was a but, with that high potential comes higher risk. The market is volatile, it goes up, and boy does it go down. Okay, so we've got our materials, right? We have the bricks, the foundation, the storm shelter, and that steel frame. But just having a pile of materials doesn't build a house, does it? You need a plan. You need a blueprint. And that, my friends, is asset allocation. So here's what it all boils down to. Asset allocation is your master strategy. It's the art and science of combining these different building materials in a way that creates a strong, balanced portfolio that's built specifically for you and what you want to achieve. Let's make this real. Let's look at an example. Imagine a young professional just starting out. They have decades before they need to retire, so they can afford to take on more risk for potentially higher rewards. That huge 70% chunk in stocks, that's the steel frame doing the heavy lifting. It's all about growth, playing the long game, and letting time and compounding do their magic. Now, let's flip the script completely. Check out this portfolio for someone who's already retired. See how different this is? The whole game has changed. The goal isn't aggressive growth anymore, it's protecting what they've already built. That massive 80% in fixed income, those are the bricks we talked about, providing stability and predictable income. They're not trying to build a skyscraper anymore. They're trying to live comfortably in the house they've already built. So we've seen 2 totally different blueprints for 2 totally different people, which obviously leads to the big question, how do you figure out your personal mix? How do you create the blueprint that is just right for you? Well, it all starts with understanding one fundamental truth of investing. This is a non-negotiable rule. There's no such thing as a free lunch. If you want the chance for higher returns, you have to be willing to take on more risk. period. Your job is to find the spot on that spectrum where you feel comfortable. And finding that perfect balance point for you, that's all about understanding your personal risk profile. And you do that by asking yourself some honest questions. How old are you? How stable is your income? What are you actually trying to achieve with this money? And maybe the biggest one of all, how are you going to really feel, when you see your account balance drop by 20%? Because it will happen.
All right, we've talked about the why, beating inflation. We've talked about the what, the different asset classes. Now let's get to the most important part, the how. Let's actually lay out the concrete steps you can take to put all of this into action.
I want you to think of this as a simple 5-step roadmap. Step 1, where are you going? Define your goal. Step 2, assess your risk profile, which is kind of like choosing the right car for the trip. Step 3, choose your asset mix. That's the actual route you're going to take. Step 4, you pick the specific investments. And Step 5, and don't forget this one, you have to check the map every now and then and rebalance if you get off course. And as you're starting out, please keep these 4 golden rules in mind. First, don't put all your eggs in one basket. You got to diversify. Second, stick to your plan. Don't just jump on the latest hot stock tip you hear about. Third, never forget why you're doing this in the first place, to beat inflation. And finally, try to make your decisions with your head, not with your gut. Logic over emotion.
Look, when it's all said and done, success really just boils down to a few simple things. The sooner you start, the better, because time is your single greatest asset. Investing regularly is way more important than trying to time the market. And remember, this blueprint isn't set in stone. It's supposed to change as your life changes.
So I'll leave you with this one final thought. You now know about the tools. You understand the concept of a blueprint. The only question left is, what are you going to build with your money?